How is that?
I am excellent. Nice to see you again.
Thank you very much. So the last time I was with you, I think you were in this seat and I was in that seat. But
New York.
In New York, in the auto show,
Yeah.
with a standing car, we couldn't drive. But now today we can drive, right?
I love
Finally, it came out today.
Well, we got some great roads to drive too.
Yeah. So let's go in this one of the 3 variants, right?
Yes, sir.
Of the new Camry.
Well, that's what I keep liking to say about this. This time we're not launching one Camry. We're basically launching 3.
What are the 3?
Well, you have your kind of what I would call your standard or base grades, and then you have your LE, XLE, great vehicles, probably our most volume. You have your S grades, SE and XSE. 2
and
separate
different
grills.
looks, yeah, different looks, exactly. That's really cool about it.
Different front ends, different rears, and then we have the third one is the hybrid, which is what we're in.
Okay, so I guess the NASCAR car is not on the production line.
I'm still trying to figure out a way to get the NASCARs produced for everybody to buy. Somehow I'm not winning that battle.
I know, and it wouldn't be straight legal. I
don't think so.
Well, that's so cool that you have that car here, because NASCAR has done a lot to you in your area, marketing, right? Because NASCAR has been really good to Toyota, and Toyota has been really good to NASCAR too.
Well, thanks for mentioning that. We, well, first of all, the car out here is Kyle Busch's actual car, and the number 18 car for NASCAR has been great, and Kyle's been a great partner, as well as all of our drivers. But I will tell you, NASCAR has been, if you look at it now, which is pretty exciting for me, is we were able to put the new Camry
before that it came in production. Yeah,
I mean, think about that. I don't know that that's ever been done.
I know.
And it's been a lot of fun to see that. And if you look at it, if you compare today that car with the XSE from the front,
they look a lot the same.
It's 90%.
I know, yeah.
So it's been good. It's good for marketing. It's good for authenticity, though. When you look at, it's the most made in America car. Camry.
Yeah, most parts from America. That's the way they calculate that, right?
Correct. It's about a content and production. We're proud of that.
Absolutely.
And we're proud of being a part of. You think about being an American manufacturer, and that's what it takes to be a NASCAR American manufacturer.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's a perfect blend, and we're proud of that.
Excellent. So let's talk about the production car.
Okay.
The one that people are gonna actually
drive.
So 3 variants: 4-cylinder, 6-cylinder, and this, which is the hybrid, right?
Yes.
I understand this car is completely new. Everything about platform, technology, design, infotainment, everything is completely new in this car.
So here's how I would say it. There's 2 ways to put it. One is that this car is not only, when I say 100% new, the only thing that stays the same is the badge, is the logo.
Yeah.
Okay. So every single thing, and people have a hard time believing me, but it's true. 100% has changed. And that comes from what we call our Toyota's new global architecture, or TNGA. And TNGA was us innovating and imagining the entire car from the ground up, so from scratch. And Katsumata is the name of our chief engineer. Basically started all the way over.
Which must have been really exciting for him too, right?
Well, he happened to be here last week with me.
Yeah.
And it's really exciting because when you're an engineer and get to start from scratch, you can do a lot of new cool things.
I guess there are limits to that too, but like that really gives you a clean slate to start working on, and that final product, and you can tell the difference, because I understand also this is the first time since the Camry came to the US in '82.
Yep.
This is the first time that it's been completely new since then, since it debuted, right?
That's correct. That's correct.
And it's been a great car for the company and for consumers. Obviously, you sell a lot of them.
Yeah.
But obviously, when you get a chance to redo it again, and with new technology, you can actually put like a lot more. You can offer a lot more.
Well, here's what it is, and people question us because if you think about it, 19 of the last 20 years, the Camry has been the #1 selling car in America. Okay, that's great. We're proud of that. So people would say, well, why change it all? Well, because
because the industry has changed.
Well, the industry has changed, and guess what? Consumers not only are changing, but they're giving us great feedback.
Yeah.
When you consider we sell approximately 400,000 Camrys per year, you're going to have 400,000 pieces of input per year.
I know.
And when they say, well, we'd like to have a little bit of a wider stance, we'd like to have a little bit more handling on the front end, we'd like to have a little bit more acceleration up a hill, whatever. TNGA has allowed us to give you new suspension, new engines, new designs.
Yeah.
You continue, we go on and on and on. And I think that's what is fun, is to take the best vehicle in the industry, best car in the industry, and make it all new and all better. And that's what we're doing here.
That's amazing. So, I mean, what we just mentioned, the change in the industry and the change of taste with the consumers. mean, still 400,000 units a year is a lot, but like, I mean, that makes your job a little bit more challenging, huh? With like what is happening now with the industry.
I like challenges.
Yeah.
I like it. You know what? And I think this. I am proud to work for Toyota because Toyota never looks at anything just in the short term.
Yeah.
More often we look at things in the midterm and long term. And you know, in the short term, you can't control short term actions by other competitors or the gas market, but you can look at long term. And the challenge here is what to do for the most amount of consumers over the most amount of time.
Yeah.
And that's what we're doing. So right now, a lot of SUV market kind of growing. It leaves us a lot of opportunity for the sedan market.
Yeah.
And that's what we're doing. And that's what's exciting.
And again, it's pretty significant. I mean, 400 units a car. I mean, there hasn't been any other car that has done that for such a long time. But again, like, there's this car. It's big. I mean, it's a mid-size, but like, I don't know how the terms are, but like in the back you can sit comfortably, 5 people, and you still have like the huge space of trunk space, but then you also have the utility. You can fold the seats, right? And you can. It's almost like an SUV.
So in this one right here, what is interesting about, because this is the hybrid. You know, hybrid. One of the concerns we talked about making it all better was that the trunk was compromised because of the battery.
With the battery.
We moved the battery because when you're starting all over, we can reconfigure that. Now it is more SUV-like. You can fold the seats down. You have plenty of storage space. It's the full trunk. Plenty of room back here. I'm 6'2". I can sit easily in the back seat
I bet.
with space.
Yeah.
How about this though? I mean, I ask you a question. I know reverse it. What do you think of the new display unit?
Actually, I was gonna talk to you about that, and good to think of, because I'm gonna switch the camera so we can see it. Okay.
Okay. Perfect.
So yeah, we were talking about the new screen, and actually that's why we needed to switch the camera. But this is also, I mean, you said it already again. Sorry, everything is new. So that, but not only the display, the design. I love this design, by the way, like how the lines come in and like hold it like in the throne there, like with. But the technology itself, it's also like everything new in there.
It is, and back to the design. This movement is actually creating a space for the driver. Even the way your hand works on the shifter.
Yeah,
you
you're
look
right.
at the space in here. This is all created to be
This
your
is mine,
pod.
This is yours. Yeah.
That's right. And the passenger though gets their own slightly different color, design, and it actually is creating 2 individual seats, but still able to share in the technology if you have a passenger to be easily get to it. And I will tell you, as a driver, you know, it's obviously the eye of the beholder, and I'm a little prejudiced because I love these cars, right? But I think it's so easy. It's even tilted a little bit towards you, right? Instead of used to being flat,
right.
it's actually it actually comes out towards you because we want the ease for the driver to make driving easier and more enjoyable.
Yeah, and with the new hybrid technology, I mean, you not only get like really great MPG, but also like a more dynamic driving, right?
Yeah, I think it surprises people. I mean, if you think about it, this vehicle is now, this Camry hybrid is getting the same gas mileage as your Prius.
That's amazing.
I mean, it's 52 miles to the gallon.
Wow, that's incredible.
That's combined. There's a 51 to 50. But you think about 50 plus miles per gallon in a Camry.
Sedan,
A mid-size sedan. That's awesome. But it also has a lot more acceleration and a lot more handling that you don't necessarily expect.
And actually paddle shifters, which I don't see in some cars that are like sports grade, and they don't have it. I don't get that. But here you have them. So you have everything in it. And you're right. I mean, we're going there, like, you can control the speed and everything. It's pretty amazing.
It is. And I'm a fan of the paddle shifters just because I like to play, because I like to change up my drive every day.
Yeah, and it makes it more fun. So let's talk pricing. A lot of new technology, a lot of everything new. So what's I guess a new price too, right? A new price range.
Yeah, well, the new price range really goes. I kind of look at the 2 polar opposites from the mid 23s up to 35,000 for the that's the fully loaded XSE V6 and everything in between. And the hybrid starting right around 28,000. So quite a large range, and people will say, well, why? And I say, because our goal is to provide something for everybody who's a Camry owner. And when you have, you know, I don't know if you're aware, we've sold 18 million Camrys worldwide, right?
That's incredible.
And when you look at how many of those millions are here in the U.S. and how many satisfied owners, we have a lot of people with a lot of requests. We want to honor the loyalty of these great buyers, and so large range of product, large range of prices. We have something for everybody in the Camry family.
And so 24 to, well, around
basically 24 to 35.
24 to 35, but then also, like, as you said, like different looks in the exterior, and obviously like a different technology. For example, I'm noticing some of the models you have the panoramic sunroof, and this one you have a single one.
That's correct.
But there's, like, as you said, a little bit of everything for everybody, right?
Yeah, there is. And I think what I'm pleased of for our company is that while we want to gain new owners, we also want to take care of our loyal owners. To do so, you're taking the best of all of the requests of our owners, as well as our dealers. Our dealers have, which is the most awesome car dealers in the U.S., are Toyota dealers, and they continuously give us feedback of what they're hearing from the showroom floor about what customers want.
Yeah.
We're just simply providing that. And with Camry, it's broad.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much for your time and the opportunity to drive the Camry. And I guess we're gonna keep repeating this sequence, sitting in a car in a showroom and then coming out and drive it.
I will always look forward to our next time together. I really do appreciate you and your work.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Yeah, anytime.